Alright, let's dive into a story that's equal parts fascinating and thought-provoking. Here's the thing. Amanda Knox, the woman at the center of one of the most sensationalized murder cases of the 21st century, is now living a life that feels almost ordinary. But is it? Personally, I think there's something deeply compelling about how someone who was once the face of international scandal has seemingly found peace in a forest community near Seattle. What makes this really interesting is the contrast, from being under a global microscope to choosing a life of relative obscurity. It raises a deeper question. Can someone truly escape their past, or does it always find a way to linger? First, let's set the stage. Amanda Knox was wrongly convicted of her roommate Meredith Kercher's murder in Italy back in 2007. This case was a media frenzy. Think tabloid headlines, international speculation, and a legal battle that dragged on for years. Fast forward to today, and Amanda is not only a free woman but also a wife, a mother, and a producer of her own Disney Plus series, The Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox. From my perspective, this is a remarkable turnaround, but it's also a reminder of how the justice system and media can shape or shatter a person's life. What many people don't realize is how much of her current life seems to be a deliberate choice to reclaim her narrative. Now, let's talk about her life on Vashon Island. Amanda and her husband, Christopher Robinson, moved there in 2019, and it's not your typical suburban retreat. Vashon is described as an artsy forest community, where individuality is celebrated. Her kids attend an outdoor preschool, and the family spends their days on woodland walks and beach trips. On the surface, it sounds idyllic, right? But here's where it gets intriguing. Amanda keeps her children's faces hidden in photos, even though she shares glimpses of their life on Instagram. In my opinion, this is a clear sign that she's trying to protect them from the kind of scrutiny she endured. It's a smart move, but it also hints at the lingering fear that her past could become their burden. One thing that immediately stands out is her relationship with Christopher. They met at a book launch in 2015, and he knew she had been involved in a scandal but didn't know the details. I find this fascinating because it speaks to how Amanda has navigated her past in her personal relationships. She's open enough to let someone in but also cautious about how much she reveals. What this really suggests is that even in her most intimate connections, the shadow of her history is never far away. Now, let's talk about the series she executive produced. The Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox isn't just a retelling of her story, it's her version of it. This is huge because it shows how she's taken control of her narrative. Personally, I think this is a brilliant move. Instead of letting others define her, she's stepping into the driver's seat. But it also raises questions about how much of her story is being shaped for public consumption. Is this the full truth? Or is it a carefully curated version? That's something I'm still pondering. What makes Amanda's current life so compelling is the way she's chosen to live. Vashon Island isn't just a place. It's a statement. It's a community where difference is respected and creativity is nurtured. According to The Guardian, this feels intentional. After years of being judged and misunderstood, she's found a space where she can just be. But here's the thing. Even in this secluded artsy haven, her past is never truly absent. She's still Amanda Knox, the woman who was once at the center of a global storm. And that's what makes her story so layered. If you take a step back and think about it, Amanda's life is a study in resilience and reinvention. She's gone from being a symbol of injustice to someone who's actively shaping her legacy. But it's not without its complexities. Every photo she posts, every project she takes on, feels like a calculated move to reclaim her identity. And honestly, I admire that. It's not easy to rebuild a life after something like that, but she's doing it on her terms. So, here's my closing thought. Amanda Knox's story isn't just about her. It's about how we, as a society, treat people who've been through the ringer of public scrutiny. It's about the power of narrative and the lengths someone will go to reclaim theirs. Personally, I think her life on Vashon Island is more than just a retreat. It's a statement. It's her way of saying, this is who I am now, and this is where I belong. But the question remains, can she ever truly leave her past behind? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.